Hey everybody, this is Fresh Source TV. I am here with a little video. We're going to listen to the 911 call of Teresa Martin, and we are going to listen very closely to what Teresa Martin is saying, because there is a discrepancy again about what she is saying. Now, as you guys know, that when we change words in a sentence, it can change the entire meaning of what we are trying to say. Now, it was said that Teresa Martin said that Kanika went to a party with a gathering with a friend. Okay? So we're going to listen to this video so we can clear that misunderstanding up. All right? So let's go ahead on and play this out. Play this back.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends.
All right, I'm going to stop it right here, because this is the part of this video where it was stated that she said that Kanika went to a party with a gathering with a friend. And of course, as you can see, we have it on CC, so you can actually see the words that Teresa Martin is saying. I'm going to go ahead on and play this video back one more time for you guys so you can clearly understand what she's saying audibly and also what she's saying by CC, because we can see the words flashing on the screen. So let's go ahead on and play this back one more time for your better understanding.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends. And
there we go, guys. Now, she's saying, we can see the words flashing on the screen. It reads, she came to this party here last night. With a gathering with her friends. It does not say that she came to a party here last night with a gathering with a friend. Okay? Now let me go ahead on and play it back one more time for your better understanding.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends. And now her friends, they said that they left on the front of the hotel, and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old.
And you said that and you said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes, and they said that when her friends was acting earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have no camera. But now I came, and it was a lady, she said that she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video here as well, because we're going to go over again what Teresa Martin is saying. Now, you guys have to remember that this was very, very early in the morning, still fresh. So we're listening to Teresa Martin recall the things that happened, the phone calls that she received on that morning. And like I said, this is fresh information to her. So she's processing what the children have told her. Okay, so let's play it back.
4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have no camera.
Okay, so she's telling the 911 caller that the young ladies asked the staff to look at the cameras, and they told the girls that there was no cameras there. Okay, which was a total lie because, as we know, there was close to 50 cameras operating at the Crown Plaza Hotel the night Kenneka Jenkins passed away.
But now I came and it was a lady. She said that she heard music.
Okay, no, so now Teresa Martin is recalling to the 911 caller that when she entered the hotel and asked about her daughter, she was met with a lady who said that she heard music.
And she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor. And
so Teresa Martin then went upstairs because she wants to know where her daughter is. So she's prompted to listen to any information coming from anybody who may know something about her daughter. So she goes up to the 11th floor with this young lady who said that she heard music, all right? And the music was coming from the 11th floor. So let's go ahead on and continue to listen to this video.
And it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys. But that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
Okay, so now Teresa Martin says that this lady that was on the 11th floor said that she did see her daughter with a group of girls and some guys. Okay, now common sense is going to tell us if this is Teresa Martin's first time ever meeting this lady on the 11th floor. So let's use our logic here, okay? So how would this lady know if she saw Teresa Martin's daughter? My common sense would tell me that Teresa Martin provided them with a photograph of Kenneka, and that's how this lady was able to identify Kenneka.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, yes it is. I'm sorry, the Crown Plaza in Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. And have you and you said you spoke with the
front desk. I'm sitting outside right in front of the hotel in a parking lot right now.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different.
Okay, so now this 911 operator is telling her that they said they haven't seen her daughter. So Teresa Martin at this point is trying to clear up. You know, she doesn't want this man to go in the wrong direction. So she is letting him know that the staff that she is talking to now at this present time while she's there is a different set of employees. It's not the same set of people that worked the previous night. It's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen it. Well, of course they went. All right, there we go. She said it correctly. She said it's a new shift. So what that means that she did not speak to the employees that were on the shift when Kenneka Jenkins went missing.
Because this was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I just
and she clearly states right here, she didn't say a specific time right here. She's telling this gentleman that this happened at about 3 or 4 in the morning. She didn't say 3 and she didn't say 4 because she wasn't certain. So we can't say that she's giving different times because she clearly states what she means. She said it was like 3 or 4 in the morning.
She was there because I just got the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was.
Okay, now she's telling the 911 operator that she was here. Kenneka was there because she found a ticket that says that they were there. Okay?
1:36 p.m. So hold on, this is not her because this was on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Okay, now she's a bit confused. Like I said, she's recalling the events in her head as she's speaking. So now she has this ticket that says that Kanika was there at 1:36 p.m., but she knows that this can't be correct. So let's go ahead on and play this back a little bit.
Because this was like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just see that she was there because I just got the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m.
Okay, again, the time 1:36 p.m. We know from the footage that Kanika entered the Crown Plaza Hotel at I believe it was 11:30 p.m. on the Friday night. And I could be wrong on that, but I believe it was like 11:30 p.m. or 1:13 a.m. I think that's what it was. Okay? Like I said, when we have followers who are looking to us to give them the correct information, we don't want to say anything that's untrue. So if we're not sure of something, we're going to say, I think, I have to go back and check. I'm not sure at this time, like what I just did. I wasn't sure at the time. I stated that it was 11:30 p.m. Now, I've recalled that it was actually 1:30 a.m. in the morning when Kanika entered the Crown Plaza Hotel. And we know that because we watched her enter at that time on the footage.
So hold on, this is not her because this was on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Okay, and real quick, I'm just going to see if maybe I'm going to see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kanika Jenkins.
All right, could you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name. She came with some friends here.
Man, yeah, I just want to verify.
So at this time, she's telling this individual, this 911 operator, that the room was not registered in Kanika's name. She's being clear about this. She wants him to understand that she just simply went to a party, a gathering with her friends at this hotel, but the room was not registered in her name. So it was not her room.
About to say, I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes. So I just want to make sure that, maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check.
Okay, so now he's telling her that he just came on shift about 45 minutes, and he's asking her what's her daughter's name, because he wants to check the system to see if they came in contact with her by way of arresting her.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome, but it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all.
So he's clear in telling Teresa Martin that they didn't have any run-ins with her. So she was not arrested. So that leads us to believe, and also leads Teresa Martin to believe, because of what the children are telling her, that Kanika is still at this hotel.
Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, she's probably...
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving.
So the 911 operator is brainstorming, and he's asking Teresa Martin if she thinks it's possible that she could have gone to her friend's house, and then Teresa Martin is going to give her response to that question.
Oh my God, I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for nobody. No one besides.
And at this time, she's just babbling about, Kanika not letting anybody drive the car because the insurance won't pay for anybody else. And Kanika knows that her mother wouldn't like this. It's just some extra words added into this conversation.
Okay. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay here. They stayed out here for they called.
Okay, now she's telling this 911 operator that the friends kept calling her phone. Now, let's take into consideration that Teresa Martin had gone through a procedure because of a previous illness that she had. She caught an infection. She's going to go ahead on and tell us what happened. But I'm just going over, and I want to rephrase it so you can better understand it. Because right now, what she's doing is she's telling all. She's being open and honest to this 911 call. She's giving him full details. She's not leaving anything out. Okay? So she's about to tell him about her procedure. She also told them to stay there at that time.
Called me like about 3-something in the morning. I was like,
And she's saying that they called her at about 3-something in the morning. Now, in the beginning of this, Teresa Martin didn't really know. She couldn't really recall what time they called her. But as time went on, we learned that the phone call came in at 4-something in the morning.
I just had breast surgery. At first, I thought that breast cancer. So I'm, sedated off medication early. And they telling me she out here, so once I rejuvenated, strengthened up myself enough to get up and drive out here to look for once they brought me my car, I went out here, and I came to the hotel, and I showed them a picture of her, and I asked them if they see it, and it was a lady in the lobby, and she heard me asking the front desk, and she said it was music. She did hear music. She called the one downstairs to report the room. And
Okay, so now this lady at the front desk is telling her that she heard music, and she was the one who reported the room for a disturbance.
Trying to find out was the people next door, and when we knocked on the door, that person said that she did see my daughter downstairs with, it was like 4 of them, and it was 4 of them, and she said my daughter, she was with 3 of her friends, but her 3 friends said, which then, these kids.
Okay, so now she's, like I said, she's being open and honest. She had a phone call. These children called her and told her that, they couldn't find Kanika, right? So she comes in contact with this lady who says that she did hear music, and she reported the room, but the music was coming from the room next door. Okay? She's going to go head on and tell this 911 operator, in essence, that she does not believe what these children are telling her.
Well, tell the truth. They said that they went upstairs to get her cell phone. And when they went to get her cell phone, she was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby. And then when they came back down, she wasn't there anymore.
Okay, so we know that the kids, according to Teresa Martin, we know that the kids told a lie to her by saying that she was downstairs. Because, in fact, when we got the true and correct information, when these kids who were, some of them were intoxicated, some of them were high off pills, they probably couldn't recall the information correctly themselves, okay? But from the videos that they posted, we understand that Kanika Martin was actually left outside of the room 926. That's where they left her at.
No, I completely understand. The one issue we have, and it's not necessarily that it's an issue, but she is an adult. She is 19 years old, and I mean, as of
Hold
right
on,
now,
she's 19 years old.
Okay, now, as we can hear, Teresa Martin is a bit confused, and she has the mindset of this man is saying that, you know, he knows something about Kanika when he says that she's an adult. She didn't hear that part. She only heard 19. She's 19 years old.
I told her she's 19. Honey.
And she's telling the man that that's her daughter. She's 19, and she's gonna give him Kanika's name.
Kanika Jenkins, K-E-N-N-E-K-A.
No, yes. No, I remember that. You told me that she was 19, but when I...
Now, this conversation sounds to me like we have a concerned mother who's looking for her daughter at the Crown Plaza Hotel. And she's at the Crown Plaza Hotel because that's where the party was. It was not on the west side. It was not at the Marriott Hotel. Okay? Teresa Martin came to the Crown Plaza Hotel looking for her daughter.
I'm saying is that she, again, she's only been gone for a couple hours. I don't know, maybe she's...
Now, the 911 operator is taking into consideration that Kanika Jenkins is 19 years old, which means legally that she is an adult. And by law, at 19 years old, they would have to wait a certain amount of time in order to fill out that missing persons report.
She could be somewhere with one of her friends or something, because, I mean, it is only a couple hours since you hadn't seen her, correct? Or since her friends supposedly hadn't seen her?
Correct. Let's say about 3 to 4 hours now, they said.
Okay, so now, the information that Teresa Martin is relating to this 911 call is that the kids, not Teresa Martin, the kids said that they hadn't seen her for about 3 to 4 hours. That's what they told Teresa Martin. This is not what Teresa Martin is telling the 911 operator from her information. This was told to her.
Told me. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when they called me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, she's saying it was like 4 o'clock in the morning when they called her. So, all of this stuff is taking place early in the morning. She probably was asleep or something, not looking at her phone. So she doesn't really know exactly what time they called. That's why she is saying it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. That is an uncertainty.
Well, I guess the one, are you looking to file a missing persons report then, or are you just, or would you, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm so sorry, sir, but I just want to know, is it possible that maybe they can look at the cameras?
Okay, so now this 911 caller is asking her if she wants to file a missing persons report. And Teresa Martin says, is it possible that maybe they can look at the cameras to see if they see her on the footage? Okay, and the reason why she's asking that question is because those kids told her that they went to the front desk and they asked to see the cameras and they were denied access. So that's the first thing that's on her mind at this time.
And see, it's because they send the police out here and ask them to look at the cameras and see if they've seen her on their cameras around that time.
I was about to say, even if I did send an officer, it would take a little bit in order for us.
No, I'm going to interject right here because some people don't understand why she asked to see those cameras. But like I said, she asked to see, that was the first thing on her mind, because the kids told her that they asked the front desk to watch the camera to see if Kanika was on there. Now she's going to get to the point about the missing persons report, I'm sure. But that was the first thing on her mind, because she is physically at the Crown Plaza Hotel. And so she has hopes that because she is the mother of Kanika Jenkins, that these people would allow her to see the footage. This would be faster. Yes, we can call the police and get the police involved, but I'm here right now and I'm asking if they can send somebody out so we can see the cameras.
To get the first to get the camera footage and us first to pass it on to the detectives division.
All right. So now I'm gonna stop right here because what the 911 caller is telling Teresa Martin is an absolute lie. Any establishment that has surveillance cameras, if something happens at that establishment, it's not necessary. If somebody wants to look at the footage, if the situation requires that, I can tell you from experience that the police does not need to be called in order for an establishment to look at the cameras. Like I said, it's only a click of a button. You know, you can do it without getting the police involved. All you have to do is go into the security room, access the cameras, play them back, and look at them. That's all. But in this case, they denied Teresa Martin access to the cameras until the police got involved.
Okay. Okay. So what would you suggest?
Well, again.
Now, she's processing what this 911 caller has told her. And now she's being a little bit sarcastic because she's asking him what would he suggest. Now, we know that Teresa Martin is going to make a police report. Not a police report, but she's going to make a missing persons report.
And the only thing I would suggest, maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean, and who knows what her friends are saying is true. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You could tell not to be saying. You could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent.
Okay. So now she's processing the information again right here, and she's being open and honest. She's telling this 911 caller that the information that these kids gave her does not sound right. She's a parent, and she was young once before. So she knows how kids can be sometimes, how they can be dishonest, especially in a situation like this where I'm sure they were scared that they were not able to locate Kanika, and I'm sure probably they didn't want to actually tell Teresa Martin that Kanika was missing per se. So they were holding out information from Teresa Martin.
Before. And it's not sounding right. It don't sound right. Hear it. That's why I came out here myself.
So, from what she's saying, we understand that Teresa Martin did not believe the story that these kids provided to her.
Because and then it sounded like they had been drinking, honestly.
Yeah.
And I asked them, did she drink?
She's being honest and telling this 911 operator sound like these kids had been drinking. So she knows they were off balance.
And they said she had only one cup. But okay, my daughter ate the type that normally she can't even take liquor.
Again, right here she's processing. So she's telling all. She's being open and honest with this 911 operator. She's telling this operator that her daughter cannot drink liquor.
Liquor level is just like mine. We can't take liquor. We cannot take liquor. We take a sip of liquor, we drunk. Honestly.
No, I completely understand.
And I'm like, one cup is too much for her, you know. And I like I asked him, and then they end up with her cell phone. I pay her cell phone bill every month to make sure my daughter has.
Teresa Martin did not, from the information that she's providing to this 911 caller about what the kids told her, we can hear and we know that she did not believe anything these kids said.
The phone. How did she love her phone? I don't understand why would she leave her cell phone with you all and just go disappear? And she know I just had surgery. You know, she know my predicament.
All right. No, again, she's processing because she knows her daughter, and her daughter knows that her mom is ill, and she's trying to relate to this 911 caller that Kanika wouldn't do something like that to her, knowing that she's ill. This is what Teresa Martin is relating to this 911 caller. If we want to put the call in context, this is what you're going to come up with.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, so that in that case, what I would recommend, just go home, relax a little bit, give it some time. Of all we know, she very well could still be in the room. She could just be passed out. Again, you know how it is. You drink it the night before, you get, what I mean, whatever else happens.
Now, I'll say this about the 911 caller and what he's telling Teresa Martin. I believe that this was a misguided information that he was providing to her, because Teresa Martin is stating to him that Kanika is missing at this time. So the 911 caller was wrong for telling her to go home and wait a few hours, in my opinion.
Yeah. So just give it a couple hours. Maybe see if she'll get a hold of you again. I mean, does she know your number?
Yes, she knows my number very well. She's very smart.
And okay, so now again, right here, Teresa Martin is being a little sarcastic because this 911 caller just asked her if her daughter knows her phone number. So she replies, yes, she knows my number. She's very smart. Because it was a little bit insulting to Teresa Martin that he asked her if her own daughter knew her phone number.
Okay, well then, like I said, just give her a couple hours. You know what I mean? Give her some time. Again, maybe she went to one of her other friends' places, or maybe she is still in the room. Just knocked out. You know what I mean?
Yes, I thank you. Okay, and so how long does it take for me to file a missing person report?
Well, you can file it at any time. It just like I said, just give it a little bit of time. If you hadn't heard from her by.
Okay, now the question I have right here, because he's saying
I want to say about
she can file it at any time, but why would he tell her to give it some time? That doesn't make sense to me.
10, 11 o'clock, then by all means, give us a call again. You can come to the.
And then he's giving her a specific time to make this missing person's report. That is suspect to me.
The station, and we can help you out from there.
Okay, I live in Chicago. Would it be better for me to come back to you all station, or should I go in Chicago and make out a missing report?
I think you can try to file it out in Chicago. They may tell you to come here since it happened in our town, but I do know that since she lives with obviously she lives with you in the city. I think this might actually fall on them.
Okay, now, he actually told Teresa Martin a blatant lie, because these are two different cities, two different jurisdictions. This man knew that Teresa Martin could not file a missing persons report in the city of Chicago. So why did he lie to Teresa Martin? That's the questions we should be asking, not trying to make and paint Teresa Martin in a negative light in this 911 call. The suspicion falls on the 911 caller, not Teresa Martin, in my opinion.
Or at least they'll be able to take the report, and then they'll get in contact with us, and we'll be able to help them out with the investigation from there.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter, whichever one. If I have to come back out here, I'll come back out here, but as long as, if we be able to see, but if I come, I give it to tomorrow. It's 24 hours. After 24 hours, do you think that she'll be able to see the video camera of today, the surveillance camera
Yes.
for today?
Okay, now she's telling him she's given it 24 hours, but according to the case files, we know that she filed the missing persons report much sooner. And she filed that missing persons report with Rosemont Police Public Safety Department.
Yes. We'd definitely be able to get footage.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I'll do that. Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much. Okay. Okay.
All right, you're very welcome. Have a good day.
Now, the conversation is over. Now, what I took from the conversation is that Teresa Martin, during the conversation, she was recalling what these kids were telling her. She was being open and honest about what they told her and how they told her. She was concise in saying the times and concise in saying that she wasn't sure of the times. She didn't give 2 specific times. She specifically said what she said. Now, like I said, the suspicion falls on the 911 caller, because it seems like for some reason he was trying to buy time. The way he was telling Teresa Martin, give it time, come back the next day, and things like that. So I wanted to clear up that misunderstanding about what Teresa Martin actually said in this 911 call, and I wanted to give you guys an honest opinion about what the conversation that was had in this 911 call. Not being biased, not putting my feelings into it, not trying to create a narrative and painting Teresa Martin in a negative light, because I have a false narrative that I'm trying to prove to the people. That just doesn't work. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the beginning of the video, and I want you guys to listen to what Teresa Martin tells the 911 caller as it relates to her saying a friend or her friend. Let's hear this again. This is for your clear understanding of what Teresa Martin actually said to this 911 caller.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to this.
Pay attention. We have CC on, so the words are flashing across the screen, so we can actually read what Teresa Martin is saying.
To a party here last night, a gathering with her friends.
A gathering, she said, a gathering with her friends. She did not say a gathering with a friend. All right, guys, I'm out. I hope this video helps you out to better understand this 911 call and how it went. Not putting your feelings in it, analyzing it in the correct way. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.